Okay, so like I said, I welcome you all to this course presentation of Technique. And this course is starting from today. And in this course, basically, there are three people actually who are involved. One is me. My call name is actually Khurram. Another teacher that will be for statistics module. His name is Rodi. And then we have faculty administrator or course secretary, who is actually Lena Carlin. I hope that you have seen these names while looking at the course instance on Canvas also. So what is the aim or objective or purpose of this course? I can tell you that this course is quite different from other courses when it comes to the requirement actually. In other courses, you are given quite clear instruction that you need to do this, then this, and then this. For example, if we talk about the programming course and you're looking at the assignment contains a specific format or requirement that you need to do this, this, and this. And if your output is like this, then your job is done. But this is not the case here. And the most important thing is that in other courses like programming, you are being directed that in which direction you are going to move. And in this course, you will steer your own work. In this course, you will develop different skills. They are soft skills, basically. For example, you will learn that how to search better, how to critically analyze a scientific text. You also will learn that how you can develop your arguments to be presented to someone, or how to analyze actually the arguments given to you. And you also will learn that if you're looking at different piece of the work, how you can identify a gap over there and how you would present your findings. And most importantly, you will be working with your partner or peers actually. So these are the skills, and along with this, actually, you will also you have an opportunity. We will discuss it a little bit further. That you will also able to learn some new technology here and implement that also. Implementation haven't been written here because that is more like an alternative path, but we will talk about that later on. So these are the skills you will be required later. Actually, you're performing your X job or doing X job there. Sorry, someone is there. I need to allow them. Okay. So if I talk about course information a little bit, then this is the book which is normally followed in this course, depending upon the path you pick, because there will be two different paths in this course. So if you pick the path one, then this will be your course book. And you'll use this course book as a reference material or to understand because you will be executing the things practically. And then this book will help you to understand that at what stage what is required and how should you do that. So this course is basically divided into four different stages, and each stage is actually having two different features. The first feature is self-learning, that you will try to learn some new skill over there, and then it will actually provide the foundation for the later work, whatever the job you do in that stage. And then most importantly, there is a parallel activity going on. Either you will be developing, depending on the path again, I would say, or you will be continuously writing your final report. So writing process actually continues from day one to the last day. And it's more like an iterative process where you are actually writing, refining, correcting your errors, and then writing again. And while you're doing this thing, you're including actually the new text and you're doing the same process for the new text. And then the third part is that you will also learn about statistics in this course. So there will be a separate module which will be in the stage three, and it will go parallel with the stage three that you will learn about the statistics and you will be doing some assignment over there and exam over there. So stage one, topic selection. When you look at the material, you would understand that how you are required to uh, look and find a topic for you. But like I said, that this course has been divided into two different paths. So one path is there when you are purely doing the literature review. I would call it like a small literature review, not the big one. And the other path is that where the topics are already selected once, you're still doing the literature review, but you are implementing them also. Amount of the work or the volume of the work would be quite same for both of them, actually, I would say. The only difference is that one is more theoretical and one is mix of theory plus implementation. So while doing the topic selection, you all will be doing or learning how to do the research. What is the difference between the different research engines? What is the research basically, and how to write actually introduction. So when you're starting any document, of course, you're going to write the introduction. So that will be the part you will actually learn this. And except this, actually, you will be also dealing with some logistic, which include that you need to find a partner, you need to pick a meeting slot, and the meeting would be weekly or bi-weekly. You need to actually study the material given, you need to look at the assignment, understand it, and of course, you need to submit that one also. And of course, you need to make your, basically, there will be three things you will be making. One would be your online repository. It would be either Bitbucket or GitHub. The other thing will be that you will be creating Google document. And the third thing will be that you will create a Trello board for keeping the record of all the meetings and tracking your progress.
Excuse
Stage
me.
two, yes.
What did you? Can I ask you? What did you say the GitHub repository will be for?
Yeah, so the thing is that you are working with someone and you need to have a place where you could put your common things while working on the project. It could be a code, or it could be that you want to put your what you call it, the report. So then you can create either a Bitbucket or a GitHub repository where you can actually upload your work and you can do the commits over there as you progress. Did
All
I
right.
answer your question?
Yeah, is it allowed to use like a Teams team for that, or do we need to use Bitbucket or GitHub?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
So second stage is the dissection and analysis. It teaches you how to read and interpret scientific articles, how to write, what is the right thread, how you present your argument, and you also will learn that what section of the report contains what. And you also will learn that if you are quoting someone's work, how you should reference it actually. So it's written here, no submission, but there is a submission here. The submission is that you are going to actually submit, if you are having the part one, then you're going to submit few things over there. I will correct this later on. And you will submit your updated plan also. And then the question would be that what will happen in alternative path? In alternative path, you will be implementing your first code or the first part of the code, and then you will be submitting that while you will be writing about that also. Stage three, more it's like literature review or statistics, and it also actually is divided into two different stages. So it is divided into mid stage and the final stage, or call it mid submission and the final submission. So at certain point, you will submit a kind of incomplete work, and some of your peers actually will look at your work and they will give you some feedback. You will look at the feedback. If you need to incorporate that, you will incorporate, you finish your work, and then you submit your report for the final submission and final opposition also. So that's why this is divided into two stages. While you are learning the statistics, for the alternative path, it would be that you are extending your previous implementation and you are moving towards the final implementation while writing the report also. For the people actually who will be doing the alternative path, there may not be a mid review because they will be somewhere in the middle of their coding part, and it doesn't make any sense to actually have a mid review for them. So For the other people, actually, mid-stage contain that you need to have not 100%, but it should give a clear message that what is your literature review, what is your proposed solution, and things like this, actually. And the final stage, finalize your work, finalize your implementation and writing. And of course, you have learned statistics also. And you will get one assignment for doing this, which will be more available like 1 hour. And the grade for that assignment would be either you pass it or you fail it. Stage 4, this is more critical stage. Basically, you have the examination here, you have the final grade here, and you have the opposition here. So what you're going to do is that if you have taken or alternative path, then it will be submitted at two places, one for this course and one actually for some online conference or something. So you will present your work both in writing and verbally, and you will look at someone else's work and you will try to actually understand their argument and present counter arguments. You will try to analyze what was good or what was bad in that, and you will submit that opposition report also. So these are the 4 stages, and this is the whole timeline. So you can see that we are having this introductory seminar, and then we will have our final seminar. In between these times, actually, I will have a weekly or bi-weekly meeting with the groups, and I will try to only help you or guide you to shape your work and to keep you on the track. Like I earlier said, you are the driver of your own work, you will steer your work. So it will be your choice what you want to do and how you want to do. My job would be actually to keep you on the right track. And I haven't talked a lot about the alternative path, but I can tell you that alternative path is for those people who want to challenge them extra. In that path, you are either required to have or to learn actually machine learning and specifically natural language processing part. So for the alternative paths, we have picked that there is an ongoing challenge which is available online. You will actually participate in that challenge and you will implement a solution for the challenge. We are not looking that your solution could be correct one or good one or bad one, but the purpose is that you participate in the challenge and you feel that you can actually do something. So if you are interested, in machine learning or natural language processing or similar domains actually, and you want to work in them later on, it could be a good opportunity, especially if your solution is actually good or you have slightly improved from whatever they have given, then it's a chance that you can actually publish. And out of this LP, having a short paper as a published paper, it could be a very good opportunity for you people. So please also look at the alternative path. And when you find a partner, talk to them. If they are ready up to having this extra challenge, or they are ready to actually challenge themselves out of their comfort zone, then please have this one. So logistics, there will be only 2 members in a group. Like I said, mid-peer review is mandatory for the path 1, but not for the path 2. So we will have bi-weekly or weekly meetings to discuss progress, comment, suggestion on the work. And I would suggest that if you're going to have a meeting, for example, the meeting is next week, this Friday, you should submit the work. So I will actually open the work or download the work on the Friday evening, and then I will have enough time actually to look at the work and then discuss it with you. One of your job will be to create a Trello board. You can actually find the information how the Trello board should look like uh, in the course instance, basically. And Canvas, we will use it as a formal communication platform. So formal submissions will be submitted here. And you will, of course, get your grades over there also. Like we said, Bitbucket or GitHub for keeping track of your own work. That could be an option, but it is highly recommended. Google Doc, or in other case, there will be an overleaf document for you. So if you're going to have a path one, then you can create actually Google Doc. In the case of path two, you can actually create a document on Overleaf, or I can create and I can share it with you. You're free to choose the language, but we normally recommend English because in X job, I think English is either mandatory or highly recommended. I can't remember exactly, so I cannot just speak on behalf of them, but English is highly recommended over here. When it comes to examination, this course is actually having a kind of continuous examination in form of multiple submissions, mid-peer review, and then final presentation. And the main activities here are like writing, report, opposition, or you're doing the implementation, presentation, and yes, in the final seminar, you are required to actually have an active participation. While this course is running, your active participation is through basically by having the meetings and showing your work on in the regular way. So this is the point opinion that you have 4 points for all the assignments, and then for the final report, you will get a grade, which will be the final grade of your course. So if you have any question or anything which is you need to clarify, please feel free to ask now.
This is not a question, but I just wanted to mention that the templates in the assignment one are not used. Like I can't access them, like the example for the report and stuff like that.
Sure, I take the note of this thing. So is it example or templates?
It's
not
templates
only-
in the assignment.
Okay, I will fix that.
There's a lot of links that aren't working properly.
Links
In
are
the-
broken?
Yes, in module 1.
Okay, I
Illustration.
will have a look at that also. Just give me a second.